So we'll start taking questions at this microphone in the center. So if you want to ask a question of Jason, you're going to have to line it right there.
Yes, it's just coffee. Iced coffee. Okay. Everyone who gets, you already told me? Oh, great. So if it's a good question, you get Jello shots. If you're 18, I guess you can touch it. All right, let the question begin. It's not working? Kill him. Anyways, while they get that to work, it's a pleasure to be here. I've never been to Kentucky before. You guys are awesome. Was amazing last night. I don't look that good today. Keep awesome. Hey, everyone's my best friend, Robert Mullihan. Come on up here, Rob. I need you to grab your turn. Robert wrote a poem for those people who know what that is. It's a movie that we made together, and he's my co-star. He wrote it, and it's amazing. Thanks, buddy. Robert Mullihan, everyone.
Well, the thing wasn't even on.
What was that?
It wasn't on. I had to click the on switch. You would need on switch and click it.
What?
The microphone wasn't on. I had to click on the on switch.
Oh, right, yeah, that's a bitch. There's only one, switch on the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, here's the question. Here you go.
Jello shots.
I guess, what a role that you will, out there that you would love to do, just any role.
What role out there?
Passionate for, like, I want this role, this is what I want to do. That you are killing to do, like, if I had this role, I'd be like, yeah. Or if you already had it, let me know.
You know what, I just got a role right now, it's coming out. We start shooting August 19th, it's called The Red Road. And I only read the second episode, and it's amazing. And it's, not to discredit anything that Game of Thrones ever was, just the fact that I speak English in this one. It's so complex, and I'm really, really, really excited to play this role. It's gonna be on Sundance, AMC, I think owns it, so it'll be, it feels like a Breaking Bad, and even worse. So there's a lot of, I get to play obviously the really menacing, charming guy, which would be a stretch. But it's gonna be pretty gnarly. You guys are gonna laugh and be like, that's so messed up, why I'm laughing right now. So I'm really excited about that.
Okay.
Thank you. You definitely get a Jello shot. Come on up, buddy. You get an orange one. Orange means okay. Green means good. All right.
Yes, I was wondering, I just want to say I loved you in the new Conan movie.
All right, well, you know what? Thank you. You get a Jello shot.
I was wondering, how did you prepare for the role as Conan, and is there talks of another Conan movie?
Well, if more people watched it like you, yes, there would be another one. Unfortunately, you and your 5 buddies are it, so... it took a lot to get ready for it. I got it. It was a month out before we started shooting, so it was about like 6 to 8 hours a day training. So, yeah, it was tough. And they didn't want me to drink a lot of beer, which was probably the hardest part. It was just water and chicken. I'd be like I gotta take a piss, seriously. Coming. Here's your Jello shot. Come on down! The price is right. There you go, bro.
Alrighty, so my question is, I'm buddy number 6, by the way, that watched Conan. I actually liked you and everything. Even Stargate was fantastic.
Doesn't count me to kiss ass. You're not gonna get Jello shots.
Well, let me just say this then. How does it feel to be the most badass character in science fiction history, And can you top it?
Fuck yeah, I can top it.
Hell to the yes, sir.
I'm gonna get a jello shot.
Actually, will you do one with me?
Fuck yeah. I'm sorry for children here. There was a disclaimer on the outside that said do not bring your kids in. Okay, cheers. Thanks for taping it the whole time. Awesome. Now me, you, and the rest of the world can have a jello shot. Sorry, honey. This is what I do. That is not Top Shop vodka. I'm basically poisoning people, is what I'm doing. Ooh, the monkey's ready. What would you like?
You said you were excited to speak English in your in that upcoming role. I was wondering what it was like to speak Dothraki, or how difficult it was to learn, or if you just make up a bunch of words that sound cool together.
It was all scripted. The whole thing was scripted, so I didn't stray off or make anything up. But it was extremely hard. It was like learning a fucked up rap song or something. But yeah, with enough beer and enough pizza, you can learn it. I feel bad for you. I should probably give you a jello shot. Do you want one? I think it was okay. I mean, it wasn't the greatest questions I did. All right. All right. You can have orange is okay. There you go.
Before I ask my question, I am 20. I look 12, but I'm 20. And my question is, excluding the Targaryens, who is your favorite house in the Game of Thrones?
No, I'd say Lannister just because I love Peter Dinklage. I mean, my favorite character is Zeno, so I mean.
Should have been Bolton, but okay.
What was that?
Should have been the Boltons, but I guess I can spare you.
That's right. You're not gonna get any jello shots. There you go, folks.
Hi, how you doing? The dude two questions ahead of me kind of took what I was going to say, which apparently wasn't that great of a question because you barely got jello shots.
You better pull this shit together.
I'm trying to pull this shit together. So, I guess, A, you're awesome. B, where, if George R. R. Martin in his books hadn't cut off your character and you were still on the show, where do you think you would like your character to be, like right now, with Daenerys? Like, where do you think you would have ended up?
Well, I'd probably still be balls deep, and I'd probably I'd at least have an army. We've got a couple different armies. I'm probably on a boat somewhere, just pimping it. On my way over that sea, like feeding dragons, like going like, telling them like these fucking things eat me. We're going back to episode 1. You're not gonna like it. That was me being nice, honey. Yeah, that's worth a jello shot. Oh, fuck it, man. You can have a red one. Oh, my head. You're welcome. No eye contact. No, I'm just joking. All right. What are these jello shots, man? I got roofied. All the people that had it with it was like laying and passed out. Forget-me-nots. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just waiting on you.
All right, sorry about that.
Big fan, love everything you're in. My question is, which is your favorite character? Ronan Dex or Khal Drogo?
You know what? I mean, I love Ronan. It was fun, but you know, he was kind of closer to who I am. Drogo was extremely hard to play. It's just really challenging as an actor to play a king. You know, I'm not a king in my own house. You know, wife's like, do the dishes? I'm like, yes, honey. You know, it's so. I think it was very hard to play a man of stature, and then obviously the language.
You did it awesome.
Thank you. All right. Next question.
you've done a lot of, let's say, intimate scenes in your roles. And my question is, who was your favorite on-screen kisser? And Jules not in the room, so you can be honest.
Boy, you haven't seen the road to pull me up with my wife. And since you put me on Front Street, go fuck yourself.
Hi, my name's Crystal. I'm from Kansas City. What? I love your body of work. And
Jello shot. She's waiting here. You can have more. Keep doing well.
what, as an actor, what has been your most intense day of filming on set, and what was that like?
I think the most intense thing I've ever done is Conan, just because the level of fighting and obviously I'm in a skirt and you can't really put pads anywhere, so the amount of action and the injuries that were happening. And then I think the day where we're in that, I have all this leather and stuff on and we're in water, and it's just after 10, 12 hours of being everyone else's own body sweat stew kind of thing.
Do you work in extreme temperatures then?
Excuse me?
Do you work in extreme temperatures, like really hot?
Yeah. That was really challenging because it's just cold and hot, cold. But yeah, it's always the action's really, really challenging. So.
Well, you do great for it. So
Thank you.
Good job.
Come and get us, Woody. Can't sleep. Woo! Good. Cheers.
All right, so I have a little bit of a story behind my question before I ask it. So my brother's really into Game of Thrones. I've maybe seen like 2 episodes. But the first episode I see, this girl's just chilling out in this tent, and you just bust in, just butt naked. And of course I wasn't really expecting anything, so I was really surprised. I'm like, dude, that guy's totally naked right now. And like, it's just booty just right here, chilling.
We've all seen it, but you don't have, this part you could probably skip through.
So, how comfortable are you with just getting naked on TV and stuff? Like, is your wife cool with that? Just like, oh yeah, go and flaunt your tush out for millions of viewers.
Definitely no jello shot, and it is, I'm Hawaiian, I'm pretty fine with being naked. I don't like to show my Peter off, just because.
Understand.
I like not being a superstar, you know what I mean? Like, not totally. So it's good to be like lying and modest, so I kind of like to keep my bits to me and my wife. But, butt cheek here and there. Drogo would, you do stuff with what the character, what's proper for the character, you know what I mean? And, obviously you had to rape that girl, and it was what I had to do. She didn't like it. I try to make it fun. I did a little practical joke, like I would wear little funny socks over my Peter when I walked in, so she would giggle. Which doesn't look good on camera, walking naked. That takes time to work. But, yeah, I don't know, I'm not too, I'm fine with taking my pants off.
Thanks.
Cheers.
All right, so me and my friend there, we just asked you a question. We had a little bit of an argument about who would win in a fight between Conan and the cow.
Who do you think would win?
I'd say Khal Drogo, because he's never lost. That's long brave and all.
It's tough, I always describe it as like you're gonna put a silverback and a lion in the same room, who's gonna win? And then I'd say throw Ronan in there and shoot him with a fucking gun. And they're both really gonna kill each other, so that's my answer. Because I hurt them so much.
Hi. Okay.
Not that wasn't a good question, I'm just running out of jello shots and that wasn't as good.
Okay, we've seen Game of Thrones and Conan the Barbarian, and we love the series Game of Thrones. You're awesome.
Can I see some ID?
Oh my God, we're close to one!
Just want to make sure.
I swear, I'll show you.
Okay, cool.
We can prove it if we have to.
All right, you love me, then what?
Okay. We want to know for you what was the biggest difference,
The biggest difference, I mean, obviously, besides from the language barrier, I just felt, Conan was a warrior, a wandering warrior. I mean, like he was looking for his throne, and he didn't have tons of warriors behind him. It's just him by himself. So I felt like the call. What I didn't want to do is like have the call have these big weapons. I wanted to have 2 real small knives. He was super intimate. He's killed guys hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different ways. Sadistic. That's why I wanted him to, when we do that fight scene, I just wanted to be able to whisper in his ear, like the baddest guys in the world, just go like, come here. They're like, oh shit. They're like, don't do that again. I'm not gonna do that again, I promise you. That's how I wanted to call it. I just wanted him to be so stoic. And Conan had a lot more, he's just more angst in him. He's just a lot angrier, like where the call can sit back on the throne, he's the king. So, yeah, I didn't want to have all the weapons and stuff. I just wanted him to be so menacing that he didn't need any of that. Yeah. I'll just rip your throat out with your own sword. Kind of thing. Great question. Come on up. I'm gonna need some ID though. I'm seriously, because this shit's on tape. You know what? No, come here. These are really good ice cubes. I just touched these ice cubes, ladies. Come on. At the end, if there's any left, you can have one. It's not my fault you look so goddamn young. You drink more.
I want to say hello. My name is Kathy. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I found out I had breast cancer right when Game of Thrones started.
I'm sorry.
You all got me through Game of Thrones 1, Game of
Really?
Thrones season 2. No matter how sick I was, no matter if I was in the hospital or what, I made sure that somebody taped Game of Thrones.
Oh, you cutie, come here and give me a hug.
And my favorite part was you and Khaleesi, and I don't think they gave you about half enough airtime. You all should have been half the show, 30 minutes of the show. So usually
Which parts of me and Khaleesi?
Well, I meant just your characters.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I mean,
Never mind, we've got more Jello shots. And can you come up here and give me a kiss and a hug?
well, I'm cancer-free. I had a PET scan and everything, and I'm cancer-free now. But you really did help me through that show, and you really got me through.
Well, here's the George Martins and all the people from Game of Thrones. Good job. I think they're beautiful. You had a Jello shot? No.
Hi, well that's really hard to follow. I have a kind of a two-part question, and forgive my pronunciation, but one of my favorite videos I've ever seen for audition is yours for Game of Thrones where you did the Maori Haka. What made you decide to do that, and if you feel so inclined, could you do it?
I can't do it, but...
Okay.
It's such a sacred thing to do it. That's why I don't really do it. I wouldn't do it up here. It's not that I wouldn't want to for you, but it's just something we reserve for something very sacred. The reason why I did that for that situation is because when I read the books, obviously nothing's in English, and you don't really see him go in battle. You don't see him command his troops. And I thought, to show the people this is what he would look like if he were to go into battle, or what kind of warrior he was. So that's why I chose to do the Haka.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. And it scared the shit out of them.
Hi, I'm Dawn from Alabama.
Hi, Alabama.
Hi.
Alabama, Dawn.
I want to ask about wolves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How hard was it to transform into a badass werewolf?
5 hours. 5 hours of prosthetics. I think we got down to 4 hours, which is very hard for me because, as you can see, I'm like 5 hours, 4, and I mean, I can't sit still, so it was very challenging. And then, it's full body prosthetic, and then they hand laid all the hairs. I wish I had pictures and stuff to show you, but there's it's pretty amazing. You can just imagine Drogo as a wolf ripping people's throats out. with his teeth. It's kind of like that.
Can't wait to see it.
Me too. I think it's not sold yet in America, so I mean, I'm thinking maybe spring, hopefully. But it's pretty special. We like it.